Happy Saturday, everyone. Welcome to our 2018 Obsession, our 2018 Obsession team call. This is our Saturday team call. So I just went ahead and got started. I'm actually the only person on the call right now, and I think that we have to get used to the time changes. So right now we are having the team calls alternate between Saturdays and Mondays to accommodate everybody in the team, on the team. So we will have it on Saturday, which is today at 9:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. And then the following team call will be Monday. So it'll rotate between Saturdays and Mondays. The Monday team call is in the evening, and that's at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So Saturday mornings, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then Monday evenings, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, p.m. Okay, so what I really wanted to cover today was a couple of changes that are coming up. And of course, every call that we have, we share what we had successfully happen for the week prior, and we share struggles and how we overcame those, and just kind of bounce ideas off of each other and connect with one another. So what I want to cover today is that I want to get a feel for how the pace of the group is going for everybody. We are in phase 2. We just completed, if you've done your workout today, we've just completed week 1 of phase 2, which means we are over a month into this program, which is awesome. And if you're not doing 80-Day Obsession, you're over a month into your showing up every day for your own fitness and your own health goals. What I want to talk about is the pace of the group. Because we started a brand new program together, and there's a huge learning curve for getting the meal plan right and getting everything just, comfortable with how we're fitting it into our different everyday life challenges and everyday life responsibilities. I've been taking the pace of the group pretty steady so that we can get comfortable with all those things, with the meal plan, with just checking in with each other. You guys have been doing an amazing job making sure you tag 3 people or more every time you post. That's a really big deal because we're in a challenge group. We're off of Facebook, so there's not all the noise. So you can really, when you're tagged, you really get those notifications and you realize, okay, my teammates are in this. They're pulling me in this. They're keeping me accountable. They're checking on me, and I'm in this with people who have my back. And that's really the point of the tagging. It's to encourage people to take action. It's to remind them that they're not alone. And it's for your own accountability to say, okay, I showed up today and now I can tag 3 people and let them know that I'm doing what I set out to do. So that's what that's for. So you guys are doing awesome with that. I want to step up 2 things for this next phase. I want us to, we all have picked a personal development book, and hopefully you're staying consistent with that, at least 10 to 15 minutes a day, diving into something that's going to help your mindset. The mindset is where the majority of the battle for these fitness goals happen. And if you're not okay up here, you're going to struggle to show up every day and be consistent. So that said, everybody should be reading something that's personally helping them with that battle, whether it's your confidence, whether it's your consistency, whether it's just staying in a positive frame of mind, whether it's just something very hands-on and practical, like how to be part of a team, how to meal prep, whatever it is, it needs to be something that's helping you grow. So what I want to step up in the personal development portion of our group is we are going to read a book together. So I haven't exactly decided how I'm going to lay this out in terms of incentive, because you guys know I like to do an incentive, but I do want to give 1 book away. So I'm going to be posting sometime this week a challenge for you, and whoever participates in that challenge, based on how I decide to run the challenge, I'm going to be giving away one book that we're going to read together. The name of the book is called The Miracle Morning. I started this book and I never completed it, and it really started to help me with my mindset. The guy who wrote the book, his name is Hal, I can never say his name, Hal Elrod or Hal Elrod. And he has a really compelling story, but with a tragedy that happened to him, he discovered what he ended up calling his miracle morning, which was just him showing up for his life. And he was showing up for his life before, but he wasn't showing up in the way that once this tragedy happened, he realized that he needed to. And so he's very successful. He's written several books now, but he walks us through a process, that actual practical application of how to change our whole life with just taking control of our morning. So that's the book we're going to be reading together starting March 1st. Up until that point, I'm going to come up with a way for us to kind of do a friendly competition, to have that book gifted. And if you don't want that, if you don't want to participate, you don't have to, but just something fun for us to kind of, for me to have a chance to gift you something. But the real point is for us to be doing this together. I believe this book is really going to help reframe our mindset from this point to getting through the next few months and getting ourselves through the first quarter of this year. Remember, this is a lifestyle, and we're not just showing up for this program, we're showing up for the rest of our lives. So we have to take that in chunks at a time. And the mindset is going to be the most important part of that. I know for me, this past week, I really, really struggled mentally with a lot of things. Phase 2 physically has been really challenging. And I know for me, I'm easily defeated in my mind when I feel like I can't complete a move or something's difficult for me to do. But I had to keep remembering, okay, I'm not in this for just 80 days. I'm in this for the long haul. So I have to just be gracious to myself and give myself the time to improve, and know that the alternative is to quit and do nothing. And then where will I be? So I have to constantly battle that in my mind and not compare myself to how quickly somebody else might be getting their results, and all the things that we do that self-sabotage. So that said, we'll be reading The Miracle Morning. Of course, you can go ahead and get the book ahead of time, but I do want to do a fun, friendly way for you to compete to win the book for free, if that's something you like. And if you want to get the book ahead of time, but you still want to compete or do the competition, and have a chance to win, then I will exchange that book for just a gift card so you can get another book as well. So, okay, that's the first thing I wanted to cover. The second thing I wanted to cover is it's going to be kind of hard for me to get feedback because you guys aren't here, but comment below and let me know how you're feeling about the pace of this group. I want to pick it up a notch now that we have a really good flow going for ourselves, hopefully by this point. You should be comfortable with your meal plan. You should be comfortable with the Challenge Tracker app. You should be comfortable tagging everyone. You should be comfortable with when you're working out, figuring out your workout block times, figuring out your time nutrition. Those should be things that by this point you feel somewhat of a flow. So I feel comfortable adding some challenges into our group each day to keep us motivated, to keep us inspired, and to keep us connected and excited. I think that excitement is one thing that you have to self-generate, and we can do that in this group together. We can feed off of each other's energy, because there is the tendency to let boredom set in. There is, we talked about this with our meals. If you start to feel bored with your meals, you start to slack on, showing up and eating on time. There's all different things that can fall by the wayside with just one little tweak happening. You start to feel bored, so you start to not show up as much. And then all of a sudden the trickling effect happens. So we don't want that to happen. So like I said, I feel comfortable adding some more bells and whistles into our group, but I want to make sure everybody's on the same page with that. And when I say bells and whistles, what I mean is I want to start adding some more accountability pieces that are fun for us, just ways for us to look forward to a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday challenge for ourselves, and ways for you all to get out of your comfort zone. The biggest thing that has always helped me, whether it's in my business or in my fitness or relationships, is doing just a little bit more than I would have if I wasn't challenging myself. So you hear Autumn say it all the time. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. That goes for everything. So even in this group, you guys are doing great with the check-ins, but it's important for you to share with family and friends and share with people outside of the group your changes. It doesn't mean you have to share your transformation pictures. It doesn't mean you have to share, things that you might not feel you want to share or are comfortable sharing, but you want to give people an understanding of the fact that you're moving forward. So I'm going to be coming up with some different ways for us to stay excited and engaged. In addition to us reading a book together, I think reading the book together is going to be really powerful because we're going to be able to share how it's changing us according to the challenge we're doing, but also how it's changing us in our everyday life. So we're going to be able to feed off of that type of energy as well. But I want to just add some little fun incentives and fun things that we do and that we look forward to in the weeks to come when we check into the group, outside of just checking it with our shake, checking it with our workouts, and those type of things. So comment below. Let me know how you feel about that. Let me know if you have suggestions of things that you would like to see in the group. I'm always looking for ways to improve our group so that it serves all of us. So if there's something you've had in mind and you would love to see us doing in the group, shout it out, comment below, tag me, and just let me know what your ideas are. I'm very open to your feedback because this is your group. This is our home base to connect and to grow. And I want to make sure that we are not getting stagnant. And to do that, you kind of have to stay ahead of the game. So you don't want to wait until you feel like you want to unplug. You want to really, keep the energy high. And so most of that comes from internally. And that's why we do personal development. That energy, that excitement, that passion really comes from within. I can't gift that to you. I can only create an environment that continues to help bring that out, but it has to be within you. So the personal development is first, and then the environment in this group is second. So feedback, please give that to me. Tell me how you're liking the pace of this group, if you're comfortable with it, if you're okay with stepping it up and doing a few more things in the group for check-ins each day. For veterans in my group, you know that I used to do something where we checked in with our food every day. And I think that was very helpful, so I want to do something along the lines of that, but I think we're doing really good with checking in with our food right now. So it's not necessarily going to be more fitness related. So I would love your ideas and feedback, but I have a few ideas of my own, and I want to definitely start implementing those. So other than that, since I'm the person on the call, I'll share my challenges for this past week, and victories, and then I'm going to close the call. So this last week was extremely challenging for me. I was struggling with phase 2 workouts, just the brand new moves, and I expected that to happen, but I don't know that I expected to struggle as much as I did. My least favorite workouts, I made no secret about it, was the AAA workout and the total body core workout. I was struggling in those workouts, but I'm really looking forward to see how my strength has improved in a week. Because in phase 1, the same thing happened. My first week, I was really excited, but I was struggling, same as this phase. But I improved a lot by week 2. So I'm excited about that. But I did struggle a lot. I also struggled with my food. I skipped several meals throughout almost the whole week. There were every day at least skipped one meal, which is not good. And then I've been getting a little bored with my food, and I didn't take the time this week like I had planned to come up with some more creative recipes. So that's my goal this week, is to dive into Fixate, figure out what's really good for my meal plan, and really make that happen for some meals, because I have a tendency at this point in the game to fall. I'm not going to fall off, but fall away from the routine that got me the results to begin with. So I start cutting corners. I start skipping meals. I start getting bored. It starts to feel like Groundhog Day. So I have to be ahead of that curve for myself and do things that are going to keep me engaged and excited. One of those things is to make more interesting meals. I'm at the point where I'm really comfortable with my meal prep and when I need to eat and what. So now I'm comfortable adding in a little more complex meal prep or meal plans, so that I can stay excited about the food. And then victories were that I didn't miss a workout. I showed up every single day. My energy is still really high compared to how it was before I started 80 Day. I'm definitely feeling more confident, and I'm just really, really excited to see what this phase brings. I had a temptation because I'm not seeing the scale go down like I want, even though I keep preaching about not seeing the scale as, your biggest indicator. But I would like to see more of the numbers come down. And I've stayed steady this week. So I was like thinking, should I drop down a bracket? And then I remembered what Autumn said, and I just have to keep trusting. So I'm where I need to be. I'm excited that I've showed up for myself every single day and showed up for you guys every single day. And that's a huge win for me. And other kind of tidbits that I've decided are helping me are just to, be prepared the day before. So really mentally picture myself as what's going to happen the next day. Picture myself with, I do get out my workout clothes the night before, every night before, setting my food alarms. That's really helping me a lot. Reminding myself of what the workout is the next day. Sometimes I review the workout the day before so that I know what to expect. And I know if I'm tempted to sleep in a little bit longer and the workout's going to be 60 minutes, that I don't have that option. This little hacks like that have really helped me to stay consistent. So, and I have had to work out with my son a couple times. He gets up early sometimes, and that's actually been challenging for me, but enjoyable at the same time. So, so that's it. So going into this week, I'm really excited to dive more into my personal development. I was inconsistent with it last week, and I feel that it showed. I felt it. So I don't want that to happen again this week. So every morning, getting up, reading my personal development. I've been toying with the idea of just letting my morning be for personal development, and then working out after I drop my son off from at school. So we'll see. I'm going to play around with that this week and see how I like that. When I do that, then I'm guaranteed to always have to work out with Gabriel by my side. So I don't know how I feel about that. I could take him to the gym, but I don't always want to go to the gym because I like to be in my house and be able to run right upstairs and shower and get on with my day. So I'm going to play around with that this week and see how that goes. But other than that, you guys are rocking this group. I'm so excited to continue this journey with you. If you guys haven't tried to use Insta Stories yet, share candidly on Insta Stories. Your friends and family who are connected with you, they need your inspiration. I had a cousin reach out to me who I had no idea that she was looking at my Insta Stories, because I don't look at all the people who are looking at my stuff. And she's like, I really look forward to your stories every morning. I'm like, you do? I didn't even realize you were watching my stories. So people watch you, and they need to know that they don't have to be a coach or, a fitness professional or, really love fitness to make progress in their lives. And as long as we're making progress, we move forward. Even if it's just inch by inch, we feel alive. Progress equals life, and no progress equals death. So always making progress and sharing that with people will reignite your passion for showing up for yourself every day. So challenge yourself this week to share more on your social media platforms. Go live on Insta Stories, or just do a quick video on Insta Stories and just see how it makes you feel. Do something out of your comfort zone so that you can continue to grow, not just in your fitness, but in your whole life, in your comfort, in your growing out of your comfort zone in any way that you can is going to help you grow, and it's going to affect everything that's going on in your life. So I love you guys so much. We are headed into week 2, phase 2. So pat yourself on the back for showing up, and let's rock this week. Get the book, and if you want to compete for it, you can still compete for it and get a gift card for it. But the book is called The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Hal Elrod. Can never say his name. It's kind of a tongue twister. Okay. I will see you guys on our next team call, which is Monday, February 26th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Have a great Saturday. Get your workout in. Love you guys. And I'll see you in the group.